Hi guys, my name is Taffy, and I am 1 week into my regime. We're actually already in week 2. I actually forgot to, update you guys quite a bit early on. I was supposed to post this on Friday or Thursday, but today's already Sunday. But I wanted to give you guys an update on how I was doing, how I was feeling, and yeah. Anyways, let's get started. Okay, so last time I talked to you guys, I told you guys I was 102. I weighed myself today, and as of today, what's the date today? I weighed myself last time and I was 102, but I weighed myself this week and I'm 101. I know I'd said I wanted to lose 3 kgs by the next time I weighed myself, which was supposed to be Friday, but I did not hit my target and I'm a bit disappointed, but that doesn't mean that I will not move on from this. I know 3 kgs was such a big high number for myself anyway, but 1 kg, it's 1 kg less than what I have to deal with now. So what have I, you might be asking me, what have I been doing? I have, since last time I talked to you guys, I've been going for walks. So I've been alternating. I went for 2 5K walks. So I've been walking, and I'll just take a look. I use an app called Runkeeper. Disclaimer, I'm not promoting anything. I'm just using the app, telling you the app that I use and why I like using it. For me personally, Runkeeper is easy to use. I've tried to use, what's this one called, the Nike one, and it didn't work for me. It was too complicated, I think, and I think I was so used to using the Runkeeper one that it didn't really matter. But I have been using the Runkeeper app, and it is quite easy actually to use. So it tells you here, like, I'll just try, I hope you can see it. So it just tells you when you've run and what you've been doing. Like, it gives you Google app type of, Google Chrome-esque type of GPS location type thing. So you just turn your GPS on when you leave, and then you come back, and then you turn it off when you finish your run. Worst thing to do is actually finish the run and then forget to turn it off, but it gives you 5-minute reminders of how you're going when you're on your walk, run, jog, bike ride, etc., which is actually pretty good, because I tend to find that you become, you just start walking and you don't know how fast you're pacing yourself. So every 5 minutes you're told, okay, now you have decreased your pace, or you were walking a bit faster about 2 minutes ago, something like that, because it gives you an average pace of your walk. So what you could do is say, okay, I want to have a pace of about 14 minutes per kilometer. So that means you'll be walking every K. For every K you'll be walking, it'll be taking you 40 minutes to walk that. That's what basically it means. So yeah. So I personally like keeping 14 at the moment. I've been trying to reduce my minutes per kilometer, which is actually a good way to sort of like pace yourself and see how you're going. So here on the 20th of January, I walked exactly 5 Ks, and I did that in 1 hour 44 minutes. And then the next day I did a 5K walk, but what I did this time was I did the reverse of the walk I'd done the day before. So going, it's sort of like a steady incline, and then you go downhill, and then there's like almost flat ground all the way back home. But this time I did the flat ground first, and then I went up a steep hill. It's like a quick, like, steep hill that you have to go up, and then you sort of keep going up a little bit and then start coming down gradually. So I noticed that it was easier for me to go the gradual incline the steep downhill and then sort of the flat ground for the rest of my walk, because it seems like every time I do that walk I have less, it takes me less time to do, and I actually feel like I've worked out a lot more personally. I feel everything. So yeah, so this on the 22nd of January, so that's 2 days later. I couldn't wake up the next day because I needed my body to recover. I did that in 15 minutes, 1 hour 15 minutes. And then I did a dumb thing. I went on the 23rd and then I bought myself a new pair of sneakers. But by buying myself a new pair of sneakers, it means they need to be broken in. Well, I was caught in between a rock and hard place anyway, because my old sneakers were starting to wear out, like really wear out, to the point that they have no treads. And so this is my pair of sneakers. Yeah. They had reached their lifetime. Like, look at that. Okay. So yeah, they were quite worn out, which is kind of horrible, but nothing I could do about it. Like, it was now just, yeah, I couldn't go anywhere. Ripped. They were old, and I had been using those pair of shoes for quite a while, but I went and got myself new shoes. Doesn't matter which way, but yeah, they've got better. As you can see, I've already used them, but yeah, so I bought the shoes. Little did I know that you need to really break into new sneakers, so they're actually quite painful to walk in. So I only, on the 24th, I only did 2.4 Ks, which is not a lot, but by the time I got home, my feet were painful and I was having pins and needles. You know, when there's blood circulation to your feet has been cut off. Yeah, that's what I had. So yeah, I just decided, nah, I better go home. And then for the next 2 days after that, I was trying to get my shoes to not be painful when I walk. And to be honest, it was getting harder for me to get out of bed. It was, like I said, it was really tough. It was a tough week. But I managed to pull myself together. So yesterday, which is the 28th, I managed to get myself out of bed. Actually, I had not slept. I sometimes suffer from insomnia, so I sometimes will not sleep for like the whole night, and then I'll sleep at about 5 o'clock, which is not good. So I decided, before I sleep, let me just go for my walk, and then I'll come back and take a nap or whatever, which I did. But yeah, but I'm supposed to improve on my sleeping habit, which I think is the other thing that's hindering me from actually losing a lot of weight, because if you want to lose weight, you have to actually give your body time to recover. But I have a problem with just sleeping. Sometimes I could sleep well for like 2-3 days, and then by the 4th day, it's like I've already used up all my sleep, and then I can't sleep for like a week. So it means basically I can just sit in my bed and do absolutely nothing and just be staring out into the sky and not actually sleep. It's not, because some people would say that I was, you know, that high functioning type thing with the TV going on, but that's not the case for me. It's just basically I can't sleep. But I've been doing better. I've been eating a lot less. I have been doing this whole intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting, just to put it into a small snippet, is basically you don't eat for a better part of what is about 16 hours, and a lot of bodybuilders do this. So what they do is they will wake up and not eat, and then they will eat. So they won't eat when they wake up. They will eat at about between 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock, depending on how you take it. So they'll eat from about then for the next 6 hours basically. But what they do is they eat about 2 meals. So you eat 2 meals, so that's your lunch and your dinner, and then you start fasting from about 6-7 o'clock, because depending on what time you started eating, it affects what time you stop eating as well. But yeah, I've been doing it whereby I break my fast in the morning at about between 12 and 1 o'clock. And then my last meal will be between 6 and 7 o'clock. And then I go to bed at, hopefully, at about 9 o'clock if I can. But yeah, that is it. Because what I want my body to do is go into this whole process. I was told it's called ketosis. I think I'm using the term right, but it is ketosis. So with ketosis, you're basically trying to make your body burn its own fat. So you're not starving the body, but because you'll be eating whole meals, which is basically your vegetables and other stuff. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. If you want more information, just put down and I'll post another video. I think I'm gonna do another video on basically what I'm eating and how I'm eating it. But yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Bye.